Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, make sure you are subscribed, otherwise I'm very side-eyeing you, yeah? But anyway, I thought I'd just do a get ready with me video, sort of chitty chatty Q&A. I know I haven't been on YouTube for a few weeks. It's just because I've needed to just have a break. Not have a break, but you know, certain things were getting me down and I was just like, oh God. And I've really been doing a lot of Instagram videos, but I need to get my game up on YouTube, so you didn't know. So you know, I'm gonna just do an updated foundation routine. I've already done my brows. I've used the Iconic London's new brow cushion, which I'm really loving at the moment. This is definitely one of my favourites for the month because it came out this month. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get ready and obviously chat to you while I'm doing my foundation and stuff, because I always find that when you're doing your brows, it's really hard to talk to anyone, rather like, you know what I mean, rather talking to a camera, even just talk to anyone in general, because I have to have one-to-one concentration and be like, you know what I mean? But anyway, hello to new subscribers, and yeah, let me just begin. So I'm gonna use the Tarte Poreless Slate primer, just so my skin is really nice and matte. Okay, so how have you guys been? What's going on? What's the 411? I'm just going to colour correct using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. Things have been going good for me. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that I've been doing a few bits and bobs. I'm starting to work with a few more brands. I recently did a video for the BBC, which is all about men's makeup, which is amazing. They hit me up and were just like, hey Gary, we really want you to do a video for us. And at first I was going to say no, just because sometimes these reporters really just want to twist the story and do a madness. But anyway, I got to the studio and Smashbox were really kind enough to lend me their studios to film in. And it was just basically a one-to-one interview with two guys. I had to do a full makeup look. And they basically, when I got there, they wanted me to take my makeup off again and do the whole thing again. And I said to them, you know, it's going to take an hour, right? And they were like, oh, we haven't got the time. So luckily, what I did was just apply more powder. And I did like a fake kind of contour. Well, I was really contoured, but I kind of wiped it off. And basically did it again, just to, so the video was, my background, alright? Just so the video was effective. It went really well. I didn't expect the video to go, not viral, but as shared as it would be. And hold on, what am I gonna do? Yeah, and yeah, it got shared. They put it on their Instagram and Facebook. I'm gonna use some Laura Mercier powder just so this foundation stays on fleek. Oh, cool. But yeah, they shared the video. And it went really well. I didn't realise they were going to share it on their Instagram and Facebook. I thought it was just going to be like a Facebook thing. So anyway, it goes on and everyone's messaging me going, oh my God. Now the first time I realised it was because one of my subscribers emailed me. I'm not sure. Obviously, whoever you are, you're so sweet. Emailed me going, hey Gary, you're on the BBC website. And I was like, what? And obviously this is when I just woke up. And hold on, I'm trying to think what foundation to use. Okay, so I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation. You guys know I've been obsessed, but actually no, I need to show you guys my trick. So I'm actually going to use the Cover FX Total Cream Foundation. This is at the pan, so you guys know I love it. This is not no fake shit. I love this so much. I always put this on before every foundation just because I feel like when I've got a full coverage matte foundation on, I look really dry and tacky, and this kind of sets the base for it to be dewy, because I don't want my foundation to stay matte all day. I want it to be skin-like for a few hours and go dewy, you know what I mean? But let me carry on. So yeah, it got shared and it was doing really well, and I obviously knew that, guys, you know, with my look, not everyone's gonna love it, but you know what, I get hate comments on Instagram, I get hate comments on my Facebook page sometimes, I get hate on Twitter, and just genuinely in real life. But I'm gonna do a Q&A and answer this in full capacity in a minute. But anyway, this video got shared and I obviously looked on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Instagram and just Facebook. That's what I shared it on. So obviously I looked at the comments, and the comments were awful, guys. So bad. Like, people were telling me to kill myself. Some girl told me to jump out of a window, which was just like, babes. And someone told me to die. People are just like, oh, this is why black guys need their fathers in their lives. And it's just like, okay, I know my father wasn't in my life like for most of my time, but it's just like, Jesus. I know people who are straight and haven't had their dads in their lives and they're still like, you know what I mean? It's just, that's not even the point of it. Like, I just feel like these days people are so judgmental. And if someone was going to see me in the street, they would never ever say that to my face, you know what I mean? But these days, this is why social media is killing people's self-esteem, just because if I wasn't a content person, these comments really get to me. I'm not going to lie, it'll be easy to say, oh Gary, no, oh guys, I'm really strong, they're affecting me. But to be fair, they don't affect me because I'm not going in a dark corner and crying my eyes out. They're basically just... There's only so much comments you can take without being like, oh my god, does that look really true? Fair enough, guys, I've had my lips done. You guys aren't blind. I've had my cheeks done. I've had a few things done. But when I have them done, I share it with you guys. But I'm never really like, get it done now. Go to this person, pay this. I just don't say that. Like, if you want to get shit done. You only live once. So I could walk outside tomorrow and an eagle could literally crack my skull. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like people need to calm the hell down. So I'm using my kind of Huda Beauty foundation, and one of my tricks to do is use the Kiehl's Revival Concentrate. This is finishing soon, and I put 2 drops on my beauty blender. 1, 2. Just so this foundation is a bit more wearable. So I use a beauty blender first, and I use her own foundation brush. But anyway, yeah, it just upset me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm just like, oh my god, can people not just like leave me alone? Like, why does me putting on foundation or a full face looking snatched as fuck bother you? And I just feel like people these days will do anything. If you're remotely different or bringing something new to the table, or you're, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? It just frustrates me. Like, people cannot just give me a break. Like, I get it, like when I'm out in the street, people give me dirty looks. Some people are like, yes, ho, work it. But it's just like, I'm gonna get good and bad reactions. It's just life. Not everyone's gonna like you. You gotta think of yourself as like a unique flavour of pie. Some people are gonna like your pie. Some people are gonna be like, like it, don't mind it, don't care. And some people are just gonna be like, oh, I don't like that pie. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be everyone's flavour, and I feel like it's really hard because I'm such a people person. I like when people like, I don't like to be, obviously I like to be liked, but I just find it quite weird when people just want to give me hate. But I totally understand when people want to give me hate, just because to see me in makeup, especially a black guy, people are just going to give me hate. It's just like undeniable, do you know what I mean? Like, I can obviously prepare myself for like comments and stuff, but it's just going to happen to me, like, you know what I mean? People aren't always going to feel my look. But yeah, the comments were just a bit mad, and yeah, I just thought then then Hollywood Unlocked reposted it. I'm gonna use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Cafe. Then Hollywood Unlocked, this is finishing, reposted it, and obviously I think Jason Lee owns it, who used to be on Love and Hip Hop. And then obviously he reposted it, which was kind of sweet of him, because I don't think he was reposting it in a nasty way. It was obviously like a controversial video, so it was good for his like page or Instagram, but fair enough. Post it, sis. It's publicity for me, because after that BET emailed me. But yeah, it was just a bit annoying. Like, I don't know, the comments on Hollywood Unlocked, Jesus Christ. I have never been ripped to shreds in those kind of words in my life. That's what kind of got me down, and I was just like, oh, you know what? You know, I hate to say who the majority was, but it was mainly just black people, especially in America. I feel like in America, people are like mad homophobic. It's mad. I'm not sure if they're from small towns or if they're like in prison, but I just feel like, guys, like, I'm in the UK, like, why do I bother you so much? Do you know what I mean? But anywho, that was kind of a madness. But anyway, I'm kind of over it now, but it was just, guys, this week has just been crazy, but fair enough. I'm not going to complain. Any press is better than no press, you know what I mean? And like, BET contacted me, a few companies contacted me, a few TV companies contacted me, so it's just all going well, and I feel like people are like, oh, why are you saying boys look up to your inspiration? Boys shouldn't be confused about their sexuality. how can you say boys can't be confused about their sexuality? First of all, you could have a son or a daughter and you don't know fuck all about what they're confused about. And I just feel like people are just so small-minded. This is why kids are scared to come out to their parents, because some parents, guys, are just so small-minded, and I feel sorry for certain black children like myself, or when I was a child, just because it's so hard to come out. It's so fucking hard. But anyway, I'm not going to carry on talking about that. I'm going to answer some of your questions on Snapchat, which I did post a few weeks ago to say I would answer. I'm going to use now the Dior Skin Forever Concealer. I'm loving this. I'm going to do like a natural highlight. I'm not going to do anything too much. I love this concealer. It reminds me of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But I find that a lot of brands are copying NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer now. You know, this kind of like concealer with a doe fur. Do you know what I mean? But I like the colour of this. It's really like yellow. Really nice for highlighting. I'm going to do a Jackie eyeliner trick in a minute. Put it on. So guys, I've done my concealer now. I'm just going to allow that to dry. It just says anti-Jack... What's it called? Anti-Jackie? Yeah, that's what I call her. Basically tells you to just leave your concealer for a few minutes or so. When it dries a little bit, you don't want to leave it so it's completely matte. It basically just gives you more coverage. So what I'm going to do is go into my Snap. I've got the new iPhone X, which I don't really like. It's just too small. I tried to change it, but Apple were being hella difficult. But anyway, let me see if I can find a message quickly. Let me read Dwayne's message. So this is Dwayne. Well, Kick, you know you are, Dwayne. Shout out to you. Being gay and black, being a gay and black beauty guru, what feedback slash reaction do you get and have gotten from straight and gay black community? Have there been any major differences? So Dwayne, what a cute question. I'm gonna blend my concealer while I answer this. So, being a black gay beauty guru is just, I don't want to like to use the word guru because I'm not an expert. I just like to share what I love, like what works for me, and I love and I feel like will work with other people. But being a black gay beauty guru is definitely much harder. I'm not even gonna lie. I was gonna do a whole video about this, but I didn't want to speak shit about it and not basically like do the right video and sort of have it perceived the right way. It's really hard. Like, first of all, there's not a lot of us around. I think the only black influencers I really know of, there's probably more. Way Up Yo, that's his name, his Instagram name. Star Milan, Damilola, which is Senior Fenty, Star Milan, Vikram, He Flawless. I know there's so many, but in the UK, guys, there's not that many. So for black ones in the UK, there's probably about 10. Maybe even less. And I feel like me, from straight people, I find that it's kind of half and half. Like, half of them won't like me, half of them will, or half of them just won't care. But I find that in the black community, like the black sort of straight guys don't like it. They're like, what the fuck? Just because they don't see someone with makeup on. But obviously there's people, some black guys that are cool with it, but generally they're not that cool with it. So they'll give me dirty looks. They will be like, what the fuck? Or a lot of them sometimes come on my Instagram because obviously I'm from London, so a lot of friends tag them in my Instagram. So I blocked them straight away, but it's definitely something that can't be helped because I can block everyone, but like I can't block every single person that posts on my Instagram every night just because it's a bit too wild. But from the gay community, they love it. Like, the black gay community are like, yes, honey, yes. I like do my thing. They're really supportive, but I find that some straights are a bit like hard about it. Even like my mum was kind of hard about it at first because like she just wanted to know to be safe, and she didn't like. She obviously she knows I wear a bit of makeup, and she just wanted me to be safe. You know what I mean? I just feel like in the black community, homophobic is so high. Basically, everyone's a bit homophobic. Not everyone, but in the straight community, especially in the black community, homophobia is just basically seen as it's just I can't pronounce it properly. Basically, in the black community, homophobia is quite high. I'm not sure. I think it's because of obviously rap songs, bashment songs. They're all saying a madness. I'm gonna use Beauty Bakery in Flower just to set this. I just feel like it's really high, and I feel like it's so hard to do what I do just because you have people wanting to bring you down. And first of all, companies do want to work with you, but because you're black, you're seen as like a risk, especially a black guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I found that some companies don't want to work with me. I'm not going to name any names, but you can just tell when they're really funny about working with a guy. First of all, they're funny about working with a guy. First of all, a black guy, they're probably thinking, are you actually going to appeal to our consumer? Are you going to appeal to our market? Do you know what I mean? So that's why sometimes it's a bit fucked, because you're like a wild card. Obviously, companies like L'Oreal are amazing, and GRWM, and who else works with guys? B Makeup and Superdrug. All these kind of companies are like doing bits, but all these other companies, they basically want the same kind of girl, the same kind of look, and that's basically just using like a white girl. They want the same kind of look, and obviously, it's just one of those things that's life. Like, some companies don't want to conform yet or be diverse, but obviously a lot of companies now are trying to be diverse because it's a trend. But you will know what companies have been doing it for the longest and aren't trying to jump on this whole diversity wagon just because it's a trend at the moment to use someone of colour, to use an Asian person. It's just like, calm down, babes, you're doing the most, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into another question. I'm going to use a bit of contour. If you want to give me a moment, I'm going to find my contour. So basically, I'm going to use the Fenty stick in espresso, just the contour. This is my most favourite contour. I like bringing it down. I'm not sure why. I think I love the way it just sort of defines my cheek. I know you shouldn't bring it all the way down, but I'm going to warm it with my hand because these can get really dry. I'm not sure why, but yeah. But I'm going to move on to the next question. But if you guys have any questions to me, don't be afraid to just ask, you know what I mean? I know sometimes it can be quite daunting to ask like a YouTube question, and sometimes I don't reply. But if you follow me on Snap, I always reply, like all the time. Yes. Okay, so let's move on. Oh my god. Shit. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so Lola M. Dahayo, I think I'm saying that right. You said, can you give any advice for guys who want to start wearing makeup? So that's quite a good question actually. I would probably say start slowly. Don't do a full-on beat just because some people's faces can't handle a full beat. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I first started out, I wasn't doing a contour, I wasn't doing a highlight, I wasn't doing a damn glitter cut crease how it is now, because I see some boys on Instagram now, obviously they're really talented, they're amazing, but it's a lot, especially like, I wasn't doing that when I was younger, but obviously times have changed, I'm a bit old now, and definitely start off small, wear a bit of concealer and sort of build it as you go on. If you feel like you want to do a full highlight and contour, do it for you. Don't do it because your favourite YouTuber's doing it, do it because you want to do it, you know what I mean? But definitely experiment at home before going out, and obviously make sure everything's blended. Obviously sometimes I know I can have a little je ne sais quoi and not blend my concealer properly or blend my contour. I've still got lines, but it happens to everyone, you know what I mean? Just make sure to look at your face in a natural lighting as well, because there's been times where I've did my makeup in my room, it's been hella dark, and I've ended up looking super fucking crazy. I'll go outside, my highlight is too grey, it makes my under eyes look very grey, my highlighter isn't blended. I remember going to Fashion Week once and I thought I looked super cute, and I went with my friend Jen, and then she was like, babe, your highlighter isn't blended, and I was just like, fuck. To be fair, it was when I was wearing this Jeffree Star one, and the glitter particles in it are just too chunky, so they didn't really blend on my skin. But yeah, just make sure you look in a natural lighting, just because you don't want to look like you haven't got everything blended, because you're gonna look like a mess, and then people are gonna start staring at you, and then if it's your first time wearing makeup, you're not gonna want to wear it again. So definitely do what you need to do for you and wear less. Obviously I wear a lot because I've been in the game for a long time now, honey. But what I was gonna say, yeah, I'm going to LA tomorrow and I'm so excited. If any of you guys are in LA, holler me on Instagram. I'm not sure if I'll have probably free time to meet any of you guys, just because I'm only there for a few days, but let me know where's good to go, let me know the cute spots, let me know where I can find myself some food. I really want to try In-N-Out Burger, just because I heard it's like super nice, super cute, and yeah, I want to try it. So that contour's looking really good. Hold on, let me blend that a bit more. I recently just had my cheeks done, guys. Can you tell? They're really kind of sharp. I had them done by this woman called Regent's Park Aesthetics, and she's really, really good, to be fair. Really, really nice woman. What's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name. I'm so bad. But anyway, I'm uploading a video on that. I'm not sure I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I'm going to do it on Instagram. I find she's really good at cheeks and stuff. She's done my cheeks and she's done a bit on my jaw, but I can't really tell. But I can tell with the cheeks just because she's doing bits. So I'm just gonna blend out this contour even more and then set it with a palette. Basically, I'm basically gonna use the new Kim K contour palette. It's actually Black Friday today, so I know she has some sales on. I think it's all weekend. I actually love this palette. The highlighters in there, I'm not gonna lie, shit. The highlighters are so weak. Like, where am I going with this weak highlight, please? It's watered down, sis. But the contour colours are very me, very warm, very nice. Even the grey colour is quite nice, but the highlight is kind of cold for me. But I mix it in with, this one's my favourite. It reminds me of the CoverGirl Queen bronzer, but it's a bit more lit. But yeah, I'm kind of living for it. Yeah. I just love my face. It looks super warm and super highlighted. I love it. So I'm just blending this all out. Okay. So that's all done. This is kind of my everyday foundation routine. It's not going to be like a super beat face. I'm just showing you how I really just do my foundation. That's looking really cute. I'm basically going to highlight now. I'm going to use... Oh, this one's a bit messy. I'm going to use the Iconic London drops. You guys know I live for Iconic London. I'm not gonna lie though, they kind of annoy me. Not annoy me, I'm not sure if we're talking about this on YouTube, about Iconic London, but they messaged me the other, like, ages ago saying, oh, if you do something on Instagram, we may repost your work or something, but they never did, and I find that, like, they've never reposted anything I've done, and I'm like, you know when you rep a brand because you really like them, and I feel like they're saying Iconic London, like, you really need to start posting more people of colour or more guys, but whatever, I still like your products, but I'm kind of side-eyeing you. So I'm just going to blend that. The formula for this, they've got it on point. I'm not sure where their stuff is made, because I find that every company now is doing liquid highlighters in the same damn bottle, in the same damn dropper, and everyone's looking the same. Like with this eyebrow cushion that Iconic London just done, Model's Own just released the same one, but the Model's Own one, okay, it's not as good, not gonna lie. Model's Own just released these banking foundation sticks, which are amazing, but the Model's Own eyebrow cushion, they need to take that off the shelves. I'm sorry, they do. Oh, look at this glow! Yes, that's what I love. This makes me look. I'd even wear it like this, but this will not last. It basically, I'm not sure what it does, but when I leave it by itself, it basically goes patchy throughout the day. I think because my skin's oily, and it basically makes my skin look like very patchy. It's not cute. But highlight wise, what am I going to use? Do I want something extra or do I want something subtle? I'm going to use, actually, I'll use something that you can get. I'm not going to use something limited edition, because you guys are like, it's limited edition, we can't get it. So I'm going to use Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. So I'm just going to use this like that, super pretty. I'm just going to dust it on my cheekbones like that. Okay, so I've got my Gilded Honey on now. It's looking on point. I'm almost finished though. It's really quick. Like, this is what I'd probably do if I was going out on a normal day. Like, it's just quick and easy. I'm just going to put a lip on now. What colour is this? This is Toast. Hold on. So I'm going to use Trendsetter by Huda. Love this colour. Then I'm going to throw on a Chanel gloss. This is the Rouge Coco Gloss in 774. I got this in Paris and also my friend Tasia. This colour is banging. I'm just going to set it using the Laura Mercier powder. I'm just going to put some in my T-zone and sort of mattify any areas. Love this powder. And then I'm going to use some Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. Just because if you don't have this, you are not my people. So that's my finished look, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't answer any more questions. I was trying to keep this video really, really short, but I think this next time I'm going to do just a dedicated Q&A. But I actually did send it ages ago and I didn't do it because, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, and if you want more, let me know. It's just like, I didn't put mascara on. Oh, who cares? I would have used the Urban Decay Troublemaker mascara, but it's dried out. I forgot. I tried to buy one today, but there was a terror attack in London. If you do, I do upload it today. But I hope you guys enjoy this look, and I'll see you guys soon. And don't forget to follow my travels to LA on my Snapchat, which is at the Plastic Boy, and my Instagram, which is at the Plastic Boy. And I'll see you guys soon.